What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shouty, and stepping in the building, I got a hip-hop legend and icon off in this thing from the group, Nice and Smooth. Smooth B, what's good with it, bro?
Yeah, what's up, handsome?
Man.
You know how we do, B-High.
Feeling good, feeling great. Now, Smooth, I mean,
Yes.
you came in here with a new record called Before that's going crazy doing numbers. I mean, you remixed it with the Outlaws. Then you hit them with a Spanish twist at the same time.
That part.
Talk to me about coming back out here with another banger for these folks, man.
Oh, man, it feels so good, baby.
Talk to me.
I'm hurting them so good. The thing is, man, yes, this song is called Before. It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying, and it's good to be back. All I had time to do is just live life, man, and just watch how things are going and continue to bust my pen.
That's
you know,
right.
I love this. You know, I love the art form, man. I love the craft, you know, but you know, man plans, but God is the best planner.
Facts.
So I try to figure it out and try to search for that balance. But when the big man said, "All right, son, now," I said, "Okay, Father, can I get it? When can I do it, Father?" I was like, "When can I do it, Father?" And he was like, "Sit down, son, relax. It's not time. It's not time." I'm like, "Come on, I gotta be going through all of this. What I gotta go through? What?" Yeah, well, nope. You're gonna feed the multitudes with this one loaf I'm gonna give you. I'm like, "Is that part? Okay." Then bam.
Well, talk to me.
Yeah, but the basic thing is Before is an introspective look into the world of Smooth B. That's why I call it Before. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So then when I start off, like in the original version, you know, I flipped the hook, which is an interpolation of Sir Elton John. You know, Sir Elton John got that joint. I guess that's why they call it the blues. So I'm like, well, I guess that's why they call it the blues. You know, right? And I said, when I was young, I had to beat the clock before. I was the first one with Pumas on the block before.
That's right.
I've been locked up before. I hit a nigga with a lock in a sock before.
Oh!
I let bitches in shock before. Hustle weed and on the block before. Got a penicillin shot before. I smoke a blunt with my ninja Tupac before.
My God.
Daryl Barnes, day one hitter. Call me Smooth B, day one spitter. Thorough to the core, take this thing seriously. Ninjas frontin', acting deliriously. F 'em, I don't waste no energy. I ain't messing with you if there is no synergy. Stupid, I ain't got time. I'm focused on the bag, you running from your past. Then I come back, well, I guess that's what they call it the blue. So then I did the remix with the Outlaws, and the rest is, it says history.
When you speak of Before, though, Smooth, can you take me to Before, coming up in the Bronx with it, and just that love for hip-hop, that initial meeting of hip-hop? What was that like for you, Smooth?
My brother, let me tell you, this is deep, man. You know, for the new cats that's coming up, you know, and really learning about this thing, the closest thing that I could give you a visual of is that TV show was on Netflix, The Get Down.
That's right.
As far as a lot of it was tight and authentic, but the actual visual of it, how they had the abandoned buildings, because I grew up in the South Bronx.
Yeah.
They nailed that. Because my surroundings growing up in the 70s in the Bronx was like Beirut. The majority of the buildings were burnt out and all of that. And you know, my family, my moms, we would move in one spot and we'd be there for all of like 4 to 5 years, and then it'd be a fire in the building. And then we gotta move. It was a trip. So inside of that, that's how special hip hop is, because hip hop was born from that.
Yeah.
See, people don't know. They you know, in various states, you know, you got Chicago, you got California, and gangs. New York had gangs too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this area in the South Bronx, I lived on this street, Finley Avenue. So long story short, in my building, they had a few gangs. They had the Savage Skulls, the Savage Nomads, the Chingalings, and in the basement of my building was a Savage Skull headquarters. Shit. Now, through the Savage Skull, you understand what I'm talking about? So through the Savage Skulls, the Zulu Nation developed. See, people don't understand. Back then, the original forefathers, the original pioneers, was of the environment. They was real cats. I can't put none of their business out in the street. If they want to tell you, boom, boom, boom. But they was real street, the majority of them was real street dudes that made a choice to be creative. You understand? So those first MCs, no, they was real. They didn't talk about that much, you know. But Melly Mel, he was the first one that gave you a social view. broken glass everywhere. You understand? He made you think about your surroundings.
That's right.
Other than that, it developed from the party, from the park. It was like something had to give. You understand? Like hip hop was such a total blessing, and it was so many. It was like New York is like a melting pot. So there's so many different cultures. You know, I grew up in my building. It was Spanish, many Latino. I got Latino in my family, Puerto Rican, Dominican. I got Panamanians in my family. But in my building dwelling, I had Filipino, Chinese. The family that 3 blocks down that owned a Chinese restaurant lived in my building. You understand? So it's like, you know, so you grow, and then Jews, oh man, it was mad Jewish people living in the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know, and they coming back now. And then raising the rent, and that's another story. But back then, you know, you had multi-cultures, right?
Yeah.
So there was an outcry for something. Something had to give. So everybody around the world, no matter where you live, we grew up on Gladys Knight and the Pips.
That's
we
right.
grew up on the Temptations, Supremes, Smokey Robinson, the Jackson 5. We all loved them growing up. But what made hip hop so interesting was from the DJ. It started with the Park Jam. And then, you know, so that dude with that sound system and so forth, you know, rocking in the jams, they call it the jam or the block party.
That's right.
Right? And then it developed into, you know, and that was a part of the hip hop, that was a part of the grounding, you know, the foundation of hip hop.
Exactly.
Now for me, when I was 10 years old, the first battle, one of my boys took me, said, I'm gonna take you to a battle. When he said to me, you wanna go with me to the jam? I said, all right, my boy Tony Hines, peace and blessings to him. He returned, you know.
Yeah.
But he was like 3 years older than me. And he was like, you want to come with me to the jam? And I was like, yeah. I said, what's the jam? He said, we're playing music. It's going to be fun. Some girls. I said, well, come on. I'm 10. He's 13. He takes me to Taft Schoolyard. Now, people that's from the Bronx, they know the school is a high school, Taft.
Yeah.
So, but in the schoolyards, they used to rock, you know. And he said, we're going to go to the battle. Now, that still flew over my head. But it was Kool Herc battling Flash. And back then it was DJ, called himself DJ Kool Herc and DJ Flash.
That's right.
And so imagine I get there. Now it's just as it's evening now. It's just hitting the little evening. But I got a curfew. I'm 10. So 8 o'clock, the corner lamp pole light comes on. That's my signal. In case I'm running around playing tag and run, catch and kiss and all that dumb shit. Mom said, when that light come on, boy,
get that ass in the house.
Beat that ass.
Come on.
Huh?
Come on.
So I get there. So I'm hearing the music and I hear Apache. So first he going, that's DJ Flash, that's DJ Flash. Right? So I was like, DJ Flash. Now I'm a kid, so I'm looking. I could tell, man, I remember this like yesterday. And all I can remember was Flash's Kango. So he's behind the turntables. And I remember he had on it was summer, so it was like a wife, not a wife beater, but they called them nylons back in the day. So he had the nylon on. And I remember seeing his arms. I was like, yo, he got muscles. You know, like in my mind, I was like, he's a man. Like, what is this? So I'm standing there, and all I'm hearing is this energy. And it's like, he's cutting crazy. Like, and I told this to Flash many times. I said, nigga, you don't even understand. I saw your signature. A lot of people heard it from tapes, but when I saw him, and it was this thing he used to do, and he'd be like, bam, 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 buck, boop, buck, buck up in it, buck, boop, buck up in, and he'd just be cutting bam, boop, buck up in it, buck, boop, buck, and he just kept catching that beat, catching it, and I was just like, I still don't know what the fuck he's doing. You understand? And then my boy knew how to break dance. My boy was into it. You know, he's 13. So first this guy was dancing, and I was like, I see him on the floor. I'm like, what is he doing? He said he's b-boying. And I'm like, b-boying? Like, I'm getting all of this in one, not even realizing what I'm getting, bro.
Yeah.
So he's like, b-boying. So I'm trying to keep all of these terms in my head. So I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, he's b-boying. I'm looking at him. Now my boy went down and started doing some floor work. And I was like, you know how to do that shit? So I'm standing there like, whoa. Meanwhile, that damn lamppost done went off already. I'm in another world. So now Herc pulls up. And Herc had the giant speakers. Them damn speakers. I'm looking up at his speakers like, what the fuck? fuck is about to happen? He's like, watch Herc, watch Cool Herc. And Herc had like these dancers. He had a few dancers and they called them the Herculoids.
Yeah.
And they came and they started breakdancing and all that. And I was like, oh, this shit is amazing. And round about 10 o'clock, that's when all the girls started filling the park and coming in. And I was like, oh, what the yo, this is lit. And then I said to him, and then it hits me, what time is it? And my boy said, he looked at his Mickey, man, we had the Mickey Mouse joints back in the day.
Yeah, we had the Mickey.
He looked at this Mickey, and it was 10:30. He said, it's like 10:30, D. What? I gotta go, man. He was like, oh, man, the party just started. I gotta get out of here. Right? He said, I'll go with you. And then he ran with me up the block. I said, my mom's gonna kill me, man. So I got to my crib about 11:15. I knocked on that door. I was like, Mom, listen. She was just standing there with that motherfucking belt. So I took my first ass whooping for hip-hop beats at 10. You heard me? She was standing there with that belt. I said it was incredible. Ma! She said, I'm gonna credible that ass right now. Watch this. Tore my ass out the frame. I could not wait to go back.
Ooh.
I couldn't wait to go back to another jam. I was like, I'm gonna take that ass whooping.
Yeah,
and, you know, yeah.
Meeting Bobby Brown early on, man. What was that like, Smooth?
What? Let me tell you something, man. First of all, shout out to Bobby Brown. That
yes,
is
sir.
my brother. Oh, yes, man.
Sir.
Yo, we had to do this in another lifetime, beloved. It's like the way we click and the way certain things happen, you know. I meet Bobby Brown at an amazing and pivotal time in my life because before I meet Bobby, I'm just on my pen game now. By this time, I'm in high school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like my last year of high school, I graduate, you know what I'm saying? And I'm busting my pen and I'm like, I really want to do this. I can do this.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm doing all the local battles and developing the name on the streets and cats is tapping and going, no, that kid could rhyme.
Yeah.
That kid right there could rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so I'm
sir.
getting that buzz and me, Slick Rick, all of us came from like the same type of areas.
Yeah.
You know, same neighborhoods and stuff. And so, but I'm getting a buzz. And so time is going on. But I had a million jobs back then. I did construction. I was a messenger. I take a receptionist job. Dude, I was a receptionist on Wall Street. Nigga, I was wild with it. Like, who got a bag?
Come on.
Then I got a job at UPS. I'd hop from job to job.
Get it in.
Yeah. One day, I'm looking for it. I goes down to this temp agency, long story short, because this cat put me up and said, yo, you could call temp agencies and they give you all types of jobs. That's how I started getting all types of jobs. So anyway, I go down there, they ain't had no work for me. I runs into this cat, and he was, he used to work at he used to go to the same school as me, but he was like a year old. He was like 2 years older than me. But in the 10th grade, this dude was a senior. But in the 10th grade, I made so much noise in my school. Shout out to the people at all the cats from Chelsea High School. I had made so much noise back then. Everybody knew I could rhyme in the school. Mm-hmm. So I had a little crew back then. The Money Making 3. And yeah, man. And shout out to the Money Making 3. And the thing was, but I caught the attention, ironically, of this senior. And his name was Michael White. Wherever you are, Mike, peace and blessings. I love you, brother. He could play ball. He was nice. Yeah. So everybody thought Mike was going to probably go to the pros or something. Yeah. You know, like when you're in high school, you start trying to, imagine or take hold of your dreams.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody, he could play ball. So, because Mike going to go to the pros. But everybody was like, nigga, you going to be on TV, right? It was that type of shit.
Yeah.
So, lo and behold, I runs into Mike one day, and he's very pivotal in this story. I'm going to lead up to Bobby.
Yeah.
Mike, I see Mike, and I'm like, Mike! And we on 42nd Street, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what's up, Smooth? How you been? I said, right. He said, you still doing your music? I said, yeah, man, I'm working on it, man, but I need a job right now. He said, word? He said, would you be a messenger? I said, of course I'd be a messenger. He said, nigga, come on. I work for a film company. We deliver film and boo, 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 boo. Come on. The change was good. You know what I'm saying? It worked.
Yeah.
Then I said, bet, this is perfect for me. I hadn't thought about it before. But once he said it, I was like, yo, this works. Because I had my Sony Walkman. Mm-hmm. This is how my mind was working back then. Every time we bought an album, we looked at the back and read the covers. Mm-hmm. So I literally knew where some of these record companies, because I'd be looking at the back of Rick James' album, all of them, you know what I'm saying? And we have the addresses of the album, of the record company. Mm-hmm. So I used to always just imagine like, wow, man, one day I'm going to go in down there and walk up. So to me, being a messenger at that time would give me access to go to all the record companies. So when I make my demos, I could drop them off.
Yeah.
That was my master plan.
That's right.
You heard?
That's right.
So I started implementing it. I'm making my demos. I'm trying to pass them out. And long story short, one day, it was raining this day, and nobody want to do messenger work in the rain. But when you're in New York, you just adapt to the weather. So I had my rain poncho on. I had my duck boots. I look cool.
Exactly.
With it. But I remember that day not wanting to go to work in the rain. And that was the day I met Bobby Brown walking down the street. It was nuts. But the deep part about it was, shout out to Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
Yeah.
Because like 3 weeks before I actually met Bobby, I met Mixmaster Ice. So a friend of mine from the Bronx was doing road work. He was a roadie for UTFO.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Holiday. So he was a roadie for UTFO, but then UTFO was on the road opening for New Edition. Huh?
Come on.
Look how life works.
Yeah.
So he was telling me all these stories about going on the road and the groupie scene and all, and I'm like, word? Long story short, I rhymed that night for Mixmaster Ice.
Yeah.
See how the dots connect. I rhymed for Mixmaster Ice. Now back then, he was of the younger generation, closer to my age. So, but you got the Melly Mel's and all of them, and then you had the Dougie Freshes and the Slick Ricks, more our age and our peers. So for me, all I needed was a confirmation. So Mixmaster Ice at that moment in time, they was platinum with Roxanne. He was like, yo, you a dope MC. And once he told me I was a dope MC, because UTFO was dope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm on my way. But little did I know that God, from 3 weeks from that time period, was going to allow me to walk down the street, run into Mixmaster Ice again. We start talking. He's waiting for Bobby to come down because we're in front of the Omni Hotel.
Yeah.
He introduces me to Bobby, but he didn't just introduce me as Smooth. He says, Smooth B, this dope MC from the Bronx. Bobby then turns around and goes, so come on, bring him to the studio. Whoa! But I got my package on the side because I'm on the clock. Yeah. So now I'm like, he's like, yo, bring him to the studio. He dope. That's how real Bob was. He just came out there and he's like, but we looked at each other like, oh damn, like it seemed like I know this nigga.
Yeah.
But it was the realness. I was like, oh, this is the real nigga right here. He ain't a dude. This nigga's real. I saw the realness. Real recognized real. So when he came out, nigga just looked at me, and then Mixmaster, I said, yo, this nigga Smooth B, he from the Bronx. That nigga's a real MC. This nigga can spit. And then Bobby just looked at me and said, well, bring him to the studio. Just like that. And homeboy said, he said, come on, Smooth, let's go to the studio. I said, yo, fellas, I'm on the clock, man. I can't, And he was like, what you do? I said, I'm a messenger. I pointed to my package. He looked like, oh, what? Well, come to the hotel, man, later on. I said, word. Gave me the information. Bam. From that one meeting, I went home, got ready, blong, blazed me some, because I'm like, I just still think about New Edition.
Yeah.
So I put me a nice blunt of some skunk weed in the sky and put my eyes ringing in my eyes. Peppermints, I'm going down there. I'm trying to be professional.
That's right. That's right.
But I needed my sea legs, man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about?
I'm with you.
Man, I get down there, I see 40 ounces and all that. I was like, oh, y'all niggas is real. So now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting patiently. Now I'm plotting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to rhyme. Let this nigga say something. I see the big music box. I got my demo in my pocket. But while I'm waiting, door knocks. Open the door, LL, nigga. Now we talking about 1986. LL Cool J walks in that motherfucker. Big ass rope chains on, the bell can't go. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? Fucking LL. Next thing you know, boop, 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 boop. Red Alert. Cool DJ Red Alert walks in the door. I'm like, oh shit, that's Red Alert. I'm over in the cut like this. Niggas be like, yo, what up, Bob? I'm like, this shit is crazy. Adrenaline. Next thing you know, goo. Eric B. Now this is before Eric B comes out with Rakim. So I can tell you what it was. The nigga Eric B, and I'll never forget this, he walked in there with the Knicks colors. He had a Adidas sweatsuit that was the Knicks colors with the Ewings.
Yeah.
And the nigga had a crazy 4-finger ring on. So I was like, I don't know who this nigga is, but he cold with it. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm chilling. Next thing they start talking, then the last knock was Mixmaster Ice.
My God.
Because I was chilling. I wasn't gonna say shit. Bob told me to come back. I'm chilling, B. I'm in the cut. And nigga Mix comes in, he hugging them. He said, Smooth! He said, yeah, nigga, you made it. He said, did you rhyme for them? And I was like, nah. He was like, man, rhyme right now. You gotta hear this nigga. So now LL, all them niggas just looking at me like, yeah? Slow slim nigga got something? Woo! The moment I've been waiting for. Nigga, I went into 100 bars on them niggas. I was spitting. I ain't stop. Then I be rhyming. Then I stop and start singing some shit. Then I come back and niggas was like, first it was interesting because first everybody was just quiet, like looking at me like, nah, I ain't now, nigga. I hope you good. So when I started off, everybody was like, all right, yeah, he got something. I gave him a little warm up.
Yeah.
I said, okay, bet. Fuck this. By my second, third rhyme, I seen that nigga LL smiling like, oh, that nigga dope. I was like, yeah, I got him. Now everybody was like, yo, nigga. And then, what's the name says to me, Eric B, he goes, yo, man, you be on that Peace Guard. Yo, I got a new MC, man, from Long Island. Y'all remind me of him. He was talking about Rakim, B.
Damn.
Because at that time, nobody was talking about the knowledge, wisdom. I was spitting all that, but singing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you got to hear my MC, man. He's dope. His name is Rakim. And I was like, oh, what? And I'm chilling. Dude, about 4 months later, I'm standing in front of the Latin Quarters. This nigga Eric B, there was a Popeye's fried chicken right on the corner. So I see Eric. I'm coming out of the Latin Quarters, because I went early, and then, plus back then, when I used to go to places, the clubs with Bobby, everybody either thought I was Bobby's brother or his cousin. Yeah. So I had carte blanche after that. I got him free.
Yeah.
Oh, this Bobby brother. Yes, it is. Let me in this bitch. So, yeah. Thank you. Move out my fucking way. Where's Bobby? He on his way. Let me move. You know what I'm saying? Bitches, I'm over here. The Bobby section. Around. So now, I comes out. I was in there. It was light. Wasn't really too many people. So as I'm leaving out, I see Eric standing on the corner, but he got the test presses of check out my melody. Huh? So when I walk up, I'm like, yo, what up? He's like, oh, what up, Smoke? I'm chilling, man. What's going on? He said, chilling, man. I'm waiting. He said, like an hour. Red Alert gonna be on the turntables, and I'm gonna play check out my melody. So I said, he said, I'm gonna play check out my melody, my new song. I was like, oh, word? I said, all right. We go up in there. Sure enough, it seemed like in an hour and a half, that shit was packed. The Latin Quarter was packed. I was like, damn, where all these people came from? It seemed like Brooklyn just filled that whole motherfucker up. Damn. The nigga Red Alert said, hey, yo, check this out. I'm about to do a world premiere right now. It's for a new group called Ericville right here. And that nigga threw that shit on. And that fucking whistle was like, everybody was just quiet. The whole damn club was quiet. Turn up the mic. I'm dead as well, letting dollars be born. And my motherfuckers was just like sitting there like, what the fuck is that? Then after that, like he let Red Alert play and let it play the whole song. And then he's like, and then these group, the IOU dancers and them niggas started doing this like, this step when it was going in a circle. Yeah. And then niggas started going in a circle and it seemed like watching them dance to it gave everybody the rhythm. That shit was amazing to see, bro. When they started going in the circle, it's like niggas started going, yeah, that's that shit. I said, woo. I looked at E, I said, you got one. Nigga, I damn near walked home. When I walked out of there, I got on the phone. Bobby. It's a new nigga. He's dope. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Remember the dude with the DJ? I think he called himself the R. This nigga spitting like a motherfucker. You got it, because Bobby at that time was talking about, he wanted to produce me. Yeah. I said, nigga, we got to get my album done. I don't know who this nigga is, but he talked that shit this sweet. Now, let's go. Yeah. It was that type of thing.
During that time, being able to work with Bobby, man, I mean, what was a day in y'all life like, though?
Yo, man, let me tell you something. Working with Bobby was amazing because it was like we'd be, it's like learning on the go.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like it was constant. The lessons came as you moved with it.
Yeah.
And I was used to that anyway from running with my brothers. Mm-hmm. My brother was older, and I just tried to keep up. Yeah. But the school was on the streets. My brother took me all through the streets, and I saw the fast track, and they just like, all right, nigga, now watch this. Mm-hmm. Watch this, and watch y'all handle this, or whatever. So it was kind of similar because me and Bobby would dialogue. He'd tell me a little bit about the music. He'd say, yeah, man, the music industry is crazy, son. Boom, 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 boom. And he might drop a jewel. Yeah. And I'd be like, damn, I never knew that. And then the next thing you know, I'd see that jewel manifest. fast. Cause then we go on the road. Like if he might say, listen, man, you know, boom, boom, boom. If you ever get a chance to find you a real girl, you know, Bob was a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah.
But he was dropping in the music industry. He's my senior.
Yeah.
So he was dropping jewels and I was taking them in.
Yeah.
So Bobby would be like, yo, you're gonna see a lot. He said, it's gonna be a lot, baby. But if you ain't got a main lady now, you know what I'm saying? You might want to wait till after you come off the motherfucking road. But if you got one now, hold on to her. Because they valuable.
Yeah.
Now let's go, nigga. And boy, I went on the road with him, man. Jesus Christ. So I was just like, what the fuck is it? Whoa! You know, it was amazing. Yeah. And, you know, for me, you got to understand, coming up from humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try in life not to take, you know, we all human. We're going to do what we're going to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take chances. But younger, I used to always just try to be mindful of power and how to wield it and self-control. There's things that's out of our control, but one of the most things we need to try to control is ourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker could tell you, ba, 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 too much money, nigga, go crazy. Listen, first of all, nobody in here can control the manufacturing of money.
Yeah.
You can't control the manufacturing of a dollar bill. You can't control the manufacturing of a drug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can control your motherfucking self. So I tell a nigga say, yo, I can control my weed, I can control my drink, I can control my blow, I can control. No, you can't. You can control your motherfucking self.
That's right.
You can try to do that.
Yeah.
But that, you have no control over that substance. You have no control of that money. That shit is coming and going and moving as we speak and when we sleep.
Yeah.
You understand? So don't get it fucked up. So it was that type of thing. So I learned a lot, man, and it was beautiful. And I used to watch Bobby do things like he'd perform. He's the first one you would always hear, the show must go on.
Yeah.
But I learned that from him. I would watch this dude face insurmountable odds, nigga, and get up on the stage and you would never know he went through anything. I remember when his grandmother passed, this nigga had a concert B. That nigga was in the hotel, broke down. He was like, yo, you wanna cancel it, Bob? He's like, nah, I can't cancel it. He said, this is what she want me to do, nigga. Yeah. Like, what part of the game is that? I'll be all right in a minute.
Yeah.
And that nigga got on every little step back and started tearing that shit up, nigga. I used to be seeing him I'd be on the side of the stage like, look at my nigga, man. The world don't even know what this nigga going through, son. Yeah. I remember one time we was in Florida. I think it was Tallahassee. We was somewhere crazy in Florida, right? He ripping it. This was early. This was before the Don't Be Cruel album, and it was the King of Stage. The King of Stage is what I had the majority of work on.
Yeah.
And he was on stage and he rocking, and he was doing the song Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which, a good trivia, y'all. Y'all see the Bobby Brown single, his first solo single was called Girlfriend. I'm in the video. You're gonna see Smooth B up in there. About 100 pounds, yeah. Yeah. My rope chain was bigger than me. So I saw him fall off a stage and land on his head. So he slipped. I don't know how he did it. He slipped. The next thing he fell backwards, landed on his head. Boom! Everybody was like, show is over. That nigga ran back up on that motherfucking stage, holding his head like, and the nigga's a showman. Everybody was like, oh! Everybody was like, yo, get that nigga, yo! His security ran down there. I'm looking off the stage like, oh, Bob is fucked up. And he got up. Next to I see the nigga walking slow. He walked back upstairs. This nigga so cold. He got the mic in his hand. No shirt on his shit. Nigga holding the back of his head. Nigga said, ouch. That nigga just said, ouch. Hit it! And niggas put that track back on and he went insane. Like he never fell off.
Linking up with Greg Nice. Nice and smooth, man. The hip-hop junkies. Yeah. Talk to me about when y'all took the world by storm.
All praises due, man. Let me tell you something, man. Shout out to Greg Nice. You know, those were some special times, B. It was like, so I'm on the road with Bobby, right? Mm-hmm. And I meet this guy. His name is Lance Romance. Mm-hmm. Everybody had ill character back then, you know what I'm saying? So we got Lance Romance. And this kid, I thought, the whole time we were on the road, I thought he was from Texas. Now, he didn't have one particular job title.
Yeah.
He'd fit in. But what we, like, listen, the way Bobby met the nigga was so bizarre. But he took a liking to him and said, come on, right? They went, All right, fuck it. I'll brief you real quick. Bobby was checking into a hotel in Boston. When he was checking into the hotel, they booked the hotel had already given him this dude Lance Romance the room. So when they opened his door, this nigga's laying on the bed, but he got all his clothes on, but he laying in the bed, right? This nigga's a character.
Yeah.
But he used to paint his Nikes, so the nigga had on all orange down to his Nikes and all that. So they looking like, who is this fucker? First of all, somebody in our fucking room. What the fuck? Right, so homeboy wakes up, but they see this nigga's fly. He got jewels on. He's like, oh shit, what up, Bobby? You know, this nigga from the Bronx, but anyway, so they start kicking him with this nigga. One thing next, you know, they took a liking to this nigga, right? So this was the first nigga I ever met my age with credit cards, all types of crazy shit, right? So anyway, he would jump up. He said, just give me your itinerary. I'll meet you on the road. And he would just meet us in different states and shit. So bam, that's Romance. But at the same time, I thought he was from Texas. So the whole time, because he would always talk about Texas. I didn't know he lived in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. So while we were traveling, it was a point where we all was having a conversation because Bobby was like, all right, we coming to the last leg of this tour and I want to start setting up studio time, so I'm going to end up flying you out to LA, you know what I'm saying, so we could record. I said, all right, because he had just moved to California. And I'm like, all right, bet. He said, man, I got the band for you, man. And I was like, all right, listen. The band shit is cool. But niggas is doing something now where they're taking the sounds from the records, which we now know, of course, is sampling, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I need the original sound off the records. Trying to have your band replay that shit. Mm-hmm. Now, I would have been ahead of his time because on my song before, that's all live.
Exactly.
I got them niggas replaying the sample. But 1987, 86, no. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still had them Lynn drum sound.
Yeah.
I need that shit sounding just like James Brown.
Yeah.
Just like Curtis Mayfield. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to do it. And I'm trying to explain that to Bobby. Bobby got my best interest, but he's like, no, trust me, the band they'll be on time. These motherfuckers are professional. I said, it's a sound we looking for, daddy.
Yeah.
Whew. So I said, all right, well, fuck it. Let me go to New York and figure some shit out. And then I'll meet you. I'll come out to Cali. Let me get some shit together, and then I'll come back out there. He said, all right, bet, in a couple of weeks, we'll set up a studio time. I said, all right, bet. I comes back to New York. This the end of the tour. So when I land in LaGuardia, I see Lance Romance by the baggage claim. So I said, nigga, what you doing in New York? He said, no, I live in the Bronx. I said, you live in the Bronx? Fuck you mean? I thought you lived in Texas. He was like, nah, I'm from Texas. I live in the Bronx. So we start talking. He said, you know something, Smooth? That shit you said the other day about getting the music off the records, that's called sampling. So I'm looking at this nigga like, okay. He said, I know somebody who could do it. A young boy, man. That nigga could do it. His name is Greg Nice. Yeah, he said he make beats. I'm telling you. So all right, so at that time, he's the one that introduced me to Greg.
Yeah.
So the deep part about it was, he said, yo, boom, 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 tomorrow I'm gonna bring you to, we're gonna come to my house. Went to his house. Call up Greg. Greg comes over, and Greg came with this guy named June Love. Peace and blessings be upon him. So long story short, we got into a cipher. Greg started doing human beatbox because Greg used to do the beatbox, and at that time he just wanted to make beats. He didn't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? So and him and June. So it was like people. The only stigma at that time was like, oh y'all another Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. But you know, Greg could do the dope beatbox. But June Love was in the Kango crew. It was him, Dana. He was down with Rick. Yeah. So people but you know how people are, oh, y'all the new Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So anyway, but the nigga June was dope. Yeah. So long story short, we got into a cipher. Oh, we started spitting. So it's like, I'm spitting how I spit, then June, and that whole, we, rock for a fee, that was June Love style. Yeah. So long story short, we clicked. And one of the last things I said to them, because I had another week before I was going back on the road, I said, yo, listen, man, I'm going out to LA and I'm going to start on my album with Bobby. And then I said, but one day we got to do a record together. That's because y'all niggas is dope. I said, all right, bet. A few months later, on Valentine's Day, June Love gets murdered. Damn. So his name is June Love. He gets killed on Valentine's Day, shot in the heart. Damn. Nigga. That part. Can't make this up. Yeah. Yeah, that part. And so I'm on the road when all of this happens. I come back to New York. I find out. I go see Greg. What the fuck? We kicking it. Boom, 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 boom. They was already supposed to be trying to get a record deal with Select Records, like a single deal. I said, listen, man, we're going to do something. I told you, I said, I'm a man of my word. I said, I told you that I'm going to, I told you we was going to do a record together. I said, so you know June's rhymes, right? He's like, yeah. And he said, but I don't want to rhyme, man. I don't want to. He was bugging. I said, listen, man. If you don't say, what was the last song you worked on? He said a song called Skill Trade. I said, dude, if you don't say his rhymes on that record, the world will never know him. You gotta keep his name alive, the energy flowing, B. Everything happens for a reason. I said, I'll fill in the blanks. But that last song y'all did, we gotta put that out. Yeah. So that's when we end up doing Skill Trade. Together we're coolin', the mic we're ruling, suckers we're schooling, you better stop booing. Skill Trade, we know what we doing, you know?
Yeah.
And so we did that joint, and then and you know how they say the rest is history, because once we did that single, we pressed it up, we went to store, we did that whole 9 thing, and then things just started clicking, bloop, 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 and then next thing you know, people was like, yo, nice smooth, that motherfucker is dope. And it was funny because initially and originally, Greg was like, listen, man, you the one that's gonna be doing all the writing and all that. I'm gonna make the beats. Why don't we should be called Smooth and Nice, man, because you gonna be the rapper. I said, no, nigga, you gonna rap with me. I said, and Nice and Smooth has a ring to it, nigga. So you're gonna be we're gonna be called Nice and Smooth. I don't give a fuck. The nigga, it gotta sound right. We say slick. Smooth and Nice, We say Nice and Smooth, got a ring, nigga.
Yeah.
Now come on. And the rest is history.
During that time, y'all came across a young Tupac, though.
Yeah, man, Pac.
What was it like meeting a young Tupac, and did you know he was going to go on to be a legend himself?
Yo, dude, I'm going to tell you the truth. I knew he was going to be something.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was going to be. But his energy in real life, my nigga, in real time, was amazing.
Well, answer me this, was his energy as strong as yours? Because Smooth, you ain't no punk either now.
Oh, no. This was the thing. This was the sweet part about it. You know how you have kindred souls. Now you feeling me now.
Yeah.
Now Smooth in his 20s was the motherfucker. You understand? So when I met Pop, like he would tell me different shit. Like that's how I knew that we were linked. Like he'd be like, you know what I love about you, Smooth? Like he'd come out of nowhere. He'd be like, you know what I love about you? And I'd be like, what? He said, nigga, you ain't afraid to smile. Like that. And I'm like, nobody never said no shit like that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, word. He said, that's how I knew he's a real nigga. I was like, that's a real nigga right there. That nigga's serious. He real. He ain't scared to smile. And I was like, so yeah, fuck. I said, you a crazy little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in a room, me and this nigga, and it was like some older brother, younger brother shit.
Yeah.
But peers, it's hard to explain. It was like we were the same age in a cellular level.
Yeah.
Like we were like peers in a cellular level.
Yeah.
He was younger than me and boom, but it was pieces that I could fill in because of my different life experiences or my spiritual growth.
Exactly.
So I'd be like, yo, not that he would listen, because Pac was on his own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we sit down and I'd be like, yo, player, listen, I don't think you should do it like that. Why don't you try that? He'd be like, I hear that shit, Smooth. Nah, but I'm gonna do that shit anyway, though. But I love you, though, nigga. You know I love you. Like, and one time we had a conversation, and I was like, he came to the hotel to see me, and I knew we were staying, and we was out in L.A., and we were working on the 3rd album, and so I set it up. I knew he was going to be there for a couple of months. So I tried to set it up like home. So I had a VHS tape and all of that. You know, I was like, brought my favorite movies, bought some karate shit, all types of shit. And I had pictures of my kids set up on my dresser. So when he came in, he was like, oh, yo, these your kids? And I was like, yeah. He was like, man, it's beautiful, Smooth, man. You gonna make a great father, Smooth. And I just looked at him, I said, thanks, man. I said, you too, man. You gonna make a great father. So he was like, nah, Smooth, I ain't gonna be here. He said, I ain't gonna be here long enough to make no kids, man. Look, I'm gonna be gone by the time I'm 25. Nigga straight told me that. He said, I'm gonna be gone by the time I'm 25. I said, nah, let me explain something to you. I used to think the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I used to think that way. You know, like, when you come up, depending upon where you come up, and you know, every black man in America got issues, B. It's like it's something out there for you to deal with and fight with.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you'll have certain premonitions, and back then, I had strong premonitions that I wouldn't live to see 25. So when he said that to me, it resonated with me. I was like, oh, nigga, I know what to do for you. You know what I'm saying? And I got help with that from my wife. at the time. You know what I'm saying? And peace and blessings be upon her. For 32 years, she just passed away in September, my wife.
My God.
32 years, God. You know what I'm saying? But she helped me through that.
Yeah.
And she kept telling me, nah, nigga, you gonna be here. She said, watch. She said, watch your 25th birthday, nigga. I'm gonna be right here with you.
Yeah.
She sure was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's what, and then by the time I hit like 28, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be around for a while. you know, once you get past it, you know what I'm saying? So when I hit like 28, I said, I'll be around. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, all I gotta do is stay around my brother.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And keep rocking with him.
Yeah.
And he gonna be all right. So that's one of the things that hurt me so fucking bad when Pac ascended. Like I was just like, cause you know, it's just, you can't, certain things is out of your control, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and you could have all of the good intentions, but at the end of the day, what I'm learning, especially from the essence and the transition of my queen, they're with God.
Yeah.
It don't get no better than that, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? And they're still with you.
Yeah.
It's just it's a transition. Then it's no longer a physical thing. So, you know, if I could tell anybody about or add that to anyone's just situation, it's just remember that. Yes, we're physical. We're still on the physical plane. We miss these individuals. We love them with all of our hearts. But they've returned to the best part, the creator of all things that we know and know not. Damn! So I keep reminding myself, my queen is happy. My queen is happy. You know what I'm saying? Pac happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just take myself there.
Yeah.
But that dude, he was special. And what tripped me out mostly, this shit gets me. And people starting to have more awareness and give me my roses now. You know what I'm saying? Give niggas they roses. Shit, give them they roses.
Yeah.
I've been a rose fucking bearer. I might as well have been a florist.
Yeah.
Every fucking opportunity I see you and you move me, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's that one thing, man. I hate that shit. When people just, and I guess it's hard. Damn, I don't know. But when people, I be like, yo, you couldn't tell that motherfucker was special. Like,
Yeah.
Damn, B. Like, I caught it. Like, I knew, Pac had his own shit, his personality. You know what I'm saying? But I guess everybody didn't get a chance to meet him like how I met him.
Yeah.
So, but when I was like, oh no, that nigga's a genius, homie. It's just like X.
Yeah.
I meet all the great ones.
Yeah.
Yo, dude. I met Jodeci before they came out. I met so many people before they came out, and God would use me to tell them they was gonna be dope. Or I'd meet them, show them love at a pivotal time in their life, and just not even think about it, and they come back up on me after they blew up. But when they videos and shit be on, I'm like, damn, that nigga look familiar. And then when I see them again, they're like, Smooth, you probably remember. I love Maxwell. Shout out to Maxwell. You know, I ran into Maxwell one time, and this is one of many. I'm talking about Jodeci, like so many people. The list goes on, from R&B to fucking hip hop. I met Guy before they came out. I took Bobby to Teddy Riley.
My God.
And he did my prerogative in Saint Nick Projects on the first floor, my nigga. It's crazy. So, you know, I meet these certain people, man, before they gonna blow up. And
what was it like when you met X before he blew?
Now check this one out with X. What I'm gonna say about X is we clicked. Like I didn't meet X before he blew, but I would be running into people that would be telling me about him. Right?
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta see this kid Dark, man. He be in Harlem, Smooth, you gonna like that nigga. And I'm like, oh wow. Yeah, and then I kept hearing Dark Man X, and boom, boom, boom. DMX. So he shortened it up to DMX. And then by the time he blew up, people was like, some people, it would circle around. People go, remember what I was telling you about the dude, Dog Man, that's him. I'm like, oh, word? So by the time we met, it was so fucking crazy because, I don't know, it was like something similar to like Pac.
Yeah.
Similar to like a cellular connection, because I got it. Like he knew that I knew him. Like he's like, what's up, nigga? Yeah, Smooth. Listen, you know me, nigga. And I'll be like, I know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You know what shit I'm on. I'm like, yeah, I know, nigga. I know. You know what I'm saying? But man, then the Bible, you know, I love scripture. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, you know, damn. And but when you get a chance to meet these certain people, and then you realize that the world doesn't, or God is allowing you to be privy to certain things about these individuals, even if they're famous or whatever scenario is. God is giving you a certain insight to them that the average person doesn't. So even when you trying to tell somebody, oh no, that's a good dude right there, man, that motherfucker's really smart, they looking at you like, you feel sorry for him, huh, Smooth? That fucking dude is a maniac, Smooth. You're like, no, he's a good person. You don't even understand, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then in their absence, everybody's like, he was a genius. I'm like, but you ain't treat him like that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
While he was here.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, that shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah.
When you think about all of the artists that you had a chance to rock with, who did you have the best relationship with, and what was the best time that you can recall?
Oh man, that's a good one. Woo, shit. Okay. Damn. Out of all the okay. Damn. You see? Oh man. All right. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Okay. Hands down, I'd have to break it up. I had some of my greatest most fun times, of course, with Bobby. And then it would come with Guru right? And Gangsta.
Yeah.
Right? Jesus Christ. And Bobby, Guru, and Bobby, Guru. Gosh. All right, Bobby, Guru, of course, and me and G got wow shit. Man, this is crazy. Oh God, Jesus. All right, I got to give you a crazy story.
What about Pac and Tretch brawling in the club?
Oh, see, but that one there, that was the craziest. See that, yo, that night was surreal, man. Like I used to have so much fun with them dudes. They'd come through like I said, like on some other some spiritual soldier shit. Like I could tell they'd have their own shit going on, but it was like when they saw me, I'd be like, yo, they be like, yo, like they get real hype, and the first shit they go into is like, yo, you good, Smooth? Like, we could be in an atmosphere. I don't know where this comes from. My brother does this kind of shit too. But we be like, we chilling, beautiful atmosphere. We're in fucking Beverly Hills somewhere. Might be a couple of little whatever. Soon as we say, yo. Now I'm hugging and re-bugging. Yeah. Yo, you good? You good? Anybody fucking with you, right, Smooth? I'll be like, now these niggas are shorter than me. they on their yoke shit, but they shorter than me. I got these niggas like that. They're like, yo, you good, OG? Pac was the first person that ever called me OG. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? What is that? He was like, original gangster. I was like, oh, nigga, I like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so all right. I gotta tell you this one story. All right, now you put me on Pac, so I gotta tell you a Pac story.
Yeah.
So I'm with this crazy nigga. Oh boy, this dude. So he comes to the studio session, and he goes, first he came, he knocked on the door and shit. I opened the door, what up, Pac? Yo, nigga, what's up? What you getting into? Now, we used to always fuck with Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, this one on Gower in Hollywood. So he was like, you wanna go to Roscoe's, nigga? I said, yeah. I said, we got a studio right down the block, and we was in the spot Larrabee. So he was like, oh, what? I said, yeah. I said, I'm banging out third album, we talking and shit. He's like, all right, bet. I said, all right, fuck, we go get something to eat, and then we go over there and fuck around in the lab. Boom. I said, all right, bet, we make a day of it. Hung out, ate, went, boom, came back to the studio. So I started throwing on the different tracks that we had did. Now, Greg had just jumped up. That week was so crazy. Greg had just jumped up and had to go back to New York for like a week, and then but in that space of time, everybody came through the studio. He came, Ice-T, Cube came through, like everybody that week. And then I was just like, nigga, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I was so busy bugging out and hanging with them. Yeah. And when we just listening to each other's music and supporting, I never would have thought about, yo, get in the booth. That fucks me up. When I think about how many people I've been in the studio with, but it's like I come in there, if you invite me to your session, I'm just there to support you. So I'm not thinking about doing a record with you per se. Yeah. Now I'll be like, all right, nigga, I'll jump on something, these days, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, Pac comes through, we chilling, we kicking it. And so I had this one song, and the irony of it was that particular Larrabee, Prince had owned it. Roger Nelson's the artist, Prince. Back then, Prince wasn't giving up no sample clearances and whatnot. So we did a song called Sky's the Limit, and we sampled I Wanna Be Your Lover, right? And so I had the track, and we had the hook, you know, so it was like, check out the way we be ripping it, sky's the limit, this is how we be flipping it, check out the way we be flipping it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we had the track, and I think Greg had dropped his vocal, Greg dropped his vocal already before he went to New York, but I couldn't get nothing would come up. And I guess I was overthinking it. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I gotta make sure this shit is saucy for Prince, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This nigga gotta agree. He gotta love it. And I kept thinking about him so fucking much. Like, I want this nigga to give us the clearance.
Yeah.
I put the cart before the horse, right? Couldn't think of nothing. So I'm sitting there. I was like, yo, Pac, man, this shit bugging me out. I got out my composition notebook. I'm like, yo, man, you know, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of this shit, man. Nothing ain't coming out, right? Pac sitting there smoking. Got his Henny. Yo, you know what I do? I'm like, what? He like, you know, when I can't think of some shit, I just go to the club, nigga. You know, I just go to the club and I just sit there and I chill, man. I just look around and it seems like the lyrics are coming to me, man. Yeah, you need to go to the club. She said, matter of fact, let's go to Glam Slam, nigga. You in Prince studio, let's go to Prince Club, nigga. And because Prince had the club there. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. Oh, boy. Mind you, we get there, and this is right after Poetic Justice came out. Oh, boy. So I hadn't been in public really with him since Poetic Justice came out.
Yeah.
We went up in that motherfucking club. Them broads went crazy. So they bugging. So they don't even see me. Right, so we chilling this shit. Then I'm just off to the side. And that crew just rushed us at the bar. Like 10 joints. Oh my God, Tupac! They just pulling out box cameras out this shit. Like, gong, gong, gong. I was like, oh, wow. I'm chilling. Then one of them just looked and was like, excuse me. Like, damn near elbowed me and shit. Elbowed me. I'm like, all right, bitch. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? Then she look and go, oh shit, Snoopy. Chicks was like, oh my God. Well, I was just like, oh shit. So now I do the autograph thing. Now we handle about 20 of them. Signing titties and everything. We bugging out. So they clear out. Then some security from the club was like, all right, chill. Y'all guys want to go over here? I'm like, yeah. So we go over to the little VIP section and that nigga Pac was like, yo, Smooth, man, let me ask you something. I said, what? He said, man, how the fuck you do this shit, man? And I was like, what you mean? He was like, yo, man, like, at least like 8 of the girls he said, nigga, I used to try to bag them. They don't even realize that I'm me, nigga. Like,
damn.
He said, how you deal with that shit? He said, because they going crazy talking about how gorgeous I am, man. Man, fuck them bitches. And nigga, yo, he spazzed out. And I was like, right, I'm listening to him and shit. I was like, yeah, that is fucked up. I said, yeah. So I had to take it back because I know him as an artist. So I said, yo, listen, Pop. But I knew he was dead ass serious. Like I was like, this nigga gonna have war on these broads.
Yeah.
I said, listen, Pop, check this out. Let me ask you something. I said, remember when nobody knew what you was gonna do and it was just between you and God? And you be in your crib just praying, saying, Father, man, if you let me touch the world, you know, with your gift, you know what I'm saying? I'll do right. And he was like, yeah. I said, nobody believed, nigga, because nobody even knew. He said, yeah. I said, and he gave it to you, right? I said, yeah. I said, so. Always remember this. Real love and fake love is still love. So I told him, I said, real love and fake love is still love. It's just how you look at it. You know, the person that jumps up at the end of the day and, yo, all right, sometimes you gotta stomach it. But if they don't know you, that's based on what they see. But what they seeing is really the light of God. They don't realize that it's the light of God shining through you.
Come on.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So, shit, We can't get mad at that. Huh? That's like those girls want to give you something. Well, shit, before you did what you did, you might have wanted to wife her. Huh? Well, now you know you can't do that. But what you gonna do? Kick an ass and say, get the fuck away from me, bitch, you ain't know I was gonna blow up in your eye. Or you gonna say, what that mouth be like? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You know, with respect. With respect. Okay? Don't get it fucked up. With respect.
Facts.
Huh?
Come
I
on.
ain't get to know. I should tell niggas, I said, nigga, why you so mad? How you gonna get mad at the girl when she did what you wanted her to do? No. Don't hate on yourself or her. What you need, shorty? I got you. Hopeless. I don't care about nothing they said. You good? I'm always like, you good? Are you happy? God bless America. Let's go. Huh?
I'm with that.
Yeah, man. Keep it pleasant. We ain't gotta be mad and I remember when you just back in the days, bitch. I'll show you now. No, there'll be none of that. I'm like, nah, come on, let's have a good time. You having a good time? Show what you don't remember. It was me. Refined. Frosted Lucky Charms. You know, he's having a good time, baby.
Exactly.
You know, so that's all, you know. And so he took that in and he started laughing. He said, Smooth, you a crazy nigga. You said real love and fake love. I said, yeah, it's true, Pop. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a good time. So now, here was the kicker. To bring it all the way home, he goes, so I'm up in there and I'm feeling good. I said, matter of fact, let's turn this shit into a party. Bring all them bitches. Let's bring them back to the studio. Man, we was like, come on, y'all. We brought like 30 chicks back to the studio, nigga, and turned it into a party. Turned the music up, started jamming. You know what I'm saying? He had helped. A few of his crew was in the club. I'm like, bring all them niggas, come on. We ain't got them some extra rooms. Yeah. And we turning up, we partying. But it's like a fucking informal listening party.
Yeah.
So I'm watching how they vibe to different music. And I'm just playing our shit. And they like, I see them jamming, like, oh, that's gonna be a good one, that's gonna be a good one. So now everybody blank. So Prince had his shit so set up, so I had certain shit, like 5 songs on like in a rotation, like a repeat for everybody outside the studio. I went back in there, so let me get it. So I came back out. I said, yo, Pac. So now Pac's sitting there, it's like 5 joints around him. He chilling in his splendor. I said, yo, my nigga, I got the joint. I said, yo, the lyrics is coming to me, man. You right, nigga. He was like, go on in there and lay that shit down. And he was like, yeah, nigga. Now go on in there and lay that shit down. As you were saying, I started laughing. I go back in that bitch. When I went back in that motherfucker, I sat down, listened to that shit, and I chiefed up some of that real good shit, and I said, I'm happy to be alive, never took a dive, used to hang out with this king that had 43 wives. Ooh. Didn't know who he loved the most because they all played him closer than butter on toast. For rhyme, for reason, never treason. The kid was always in season, took me to the players' ball and all. Told me always keep my game tight and stand tall. Now I always have love for my people, especially when they stand on point like a steeple. But now more than ever, we've got to stick together. It's been enough bad weather. Take a look around you. I know it seems sometimes like negativity surrounds you. Don't let it stop you from getting loot. If homegirl frontin', then play her like a flute. Your man stagnating, and he can get the boot. Cause being on the block broke, man, ain't cute. Patience, persistence, and all praise is due for this physical existence. I always say first things first. The last thing on my mind is things could be worse. Check out the way we be ripping it. Sky's the limit, this is how we be flipping it.
My God. Smooth.
Yes, sir.
Boss.
Yes.
That's the perfect way to end this thing, man. Yeah. You know, you got to come back through this thing, Smooth, because you got too much energy, too much knowledge, and too much information, and we need all of that up in this thing. You understand that?
I got you, Aki. You know I'll be back.
Be High Radio, shout it. Smooth B, we out of this thing. Holla at y'all, man. We go.